Hi guys, thank you for tuning into this channel. I hope you will subscribe. There will be a subscribe button that appears throughout the video, and at the end there is a opportunity for you to subscribe. And I'm talking about faith. This is a series on faith, and I'm now on Hebrews 11 verse 7. It talks about Noah. And I want to describe this talk as faith that accepts the impossible. The thing about faith is that it's not faith until you don't have it. You see, I don't need faith to believe that I'm going to have a banana this afternoon, because I know that there's bananas in the bowl downstairs and I can just go and get one. I don't need faith for that. However, if I'm trusting God that He's going to move my family to a new home, or He's going to provide a job for one of my employees who is moving to a new country, for example, then I need faith because I don't yet have it. So faith is this thing that trusts God for the thing you don't have. So it's only faith when you don't have it yet. Once you've got it, you no longer need faith. And that's how we have to approach God. We have to approach Him when we are trusting for the impossible. And Noah is the perfect example. Hebrews 11 verse 7 says this: by faith, Noah, when he was warned about things not yet seen, in actual fact, not yet seen. What it really means is not yet seen in all the earth. Do you know that when God approached Noah and told him to build this big boat, there had never been rain on the earth? There was a canopy of moisture that we know that from Genesis, that moisture used to come up from the ground. And so there had never been rain. There had never been floods. And yet God says to Noah, I want you to go and build a big boat, and this is going to save your family. And Noah, he is just, okay, God, that's fine. This is what faith does. This is the response of faith. When God gives you a word, even when it seems impossible, even when it's something you haven't even thought of, even if it's like something that doesn't even exist, we go with it. Why? Do you know why? Because we trust the one who gave us the word. And so when he was warned about things not yet seen, with reverent regard, that's what it says, he constructed an ark for the deliverance of his family. What is reverent regard? It actually really means, if you go in, drill down into that word, it says, for reverent regard for the command of God. Regard for the command of God. And that's what faith does. It takes what God says and it says, yes, I believe. God, you said it. And I'm placing my faith in the person who is saying these things. I don't need to worry about what you say because I know who it is who is saying these things. And so he constructs an ark for the deliverance of his family. And we know that in fact his faith saved him and saved the whole of mankind from the destruction that came on the earth. The verse goes on to say that through faith he condemned the world and became an heir of the righteousness that comes by faith. And so the thing about this command from God was saying there's big consequences coming down the track, and you're either going to be part of the solution or you're going to become part of the problem. And Noah said, faith responds that even when it's impossible, even if it talks about rain which has never happened before in the history of mankind, I will build an ark. He had never seen a boat. He didn't know what a boat looked like. God gave him the dimensions. Isn't this a fantastic story? God gave him the dimensions of how to build. And God honestly just picked the right guy because he was righteous. He was a holy man. And he was the one through whom mankind was saved. And so because God had judged the world, the entire world and all of humanity was washed away in this flood. But everyone in the ark, the animals and his family, were saved. And it says they became an heir of righteousness that comes by faith. And again, here we hear this thing, faith brings righteousness. So faith believes the impossible and it brings righteousness. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I just pray that you will just push into faith more and more. Don't worry about what God tells you. When God gives you a command, just go for it. Just go for it. Doesn't matter what it is. Just trust God. So hopefully you have enjoyed this short talk. Please look at the other messages in the series on faith. There's a whole lot of them, and hopefully I'll see you here again soon. May God bless you. Hit that subscribe button.